Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Friday. I hope you've had a great day so far. And hi Terris!
Hi.
We are once again back in the homebrew adventures of Frimlin and Karma, and after a rather fascinating and interesting arc involving Ada, unfortunately Ada has moved to well, I was about to say moved on, but that's not it.
Gone on to other things.
Yes, they had other missions to complete, other stories to find, but, and I'm very happy to say this, they will be back.
Yes.
At some later point in the story. I was very happy to hear that Josh the Pirate was very keen on coming back and playing, which makes me feel amazing. But yeah, before I tangent away too far with that, let's do some housekeeping because... Plaguey! Hello!
Plague!
It's a plague!
Favorite plague?
Yes! The good kind of plague.
Yes.
The only good kind of plague, actually. What was I saying? Yes, housekeeping. So, the music you're listening to right now is Frimlin's theme by Superinsane. Well, I named it Frimlin's theme. It was named some letters and numbers.
It's Frimlin's theme.
Yeah, it's Frimlin's theme. Yes, exactly. The only plague that should exist is our plaguey.
I don't know if there was a plague that just killed leopard slugs. I'd probably be pleased with that one.
Yeah, but then biologists would have a fit about that.
But I'm scared of leopard slugs. Anyway.
I mean, I have the same sentiment about crane flies, so I don't really know what purpose crane flies have at all, you know. Same thing with ticks. Ticks actually have no purpose. Like, nothing eats them, they just exist. So yeah, I did. They probably have some purpose, but, you know, whatever insectologists are called have not found it yet. But yeah, the music is by Superinsane. You can find a link to their page over in, I think it's in the announcement section of my Discord. I'm actually going to double check that now, because it should be there. And it should be pinned. I need to... It's not. It's not pinned there. Why?
Oh no.
Is it not pinned there? I'm gonna fix that after the stream. Just need to remember to do that. Yeah, I have to remember to do that after stream, because I apparently keep saying that it's there, but it's not, so you know. Anywho, the music we're gonna be listening through out the game is by Syrinscape, which is an amazing service where you can get some really cool music and sound sets for free if you get an account. A free account at that.
Epic!
Yes, absolutely. It fits in with their slogan too, because epic games deserve epic music.
Yes.
So yeah, hop on over to Syrinscape to pick up your own free sound sets. There are also like 100 you can buy or that you get with the subscription, but I don't have any disposable income, so I use the free stuff, and there is a lot of free stuff.
Epic.
The maps, overlay, and starting soon screen were made in Incarnate, and the VTT I'm using is Above VTT, which is a browser plugin that you can get on Chrome and Firefox that integrates D&D Beyond which is awesome. All you need to do is click on the little numbers in D&D Beyond and it shows up in above VTT.
It's very good.
It's very good, and it's like
100% would recommend.
Yes, absolutely. And last but not least, if you want to be part of the story, you can type in !perks in the chat and see what you can do with... Well, I haven't made a list of what you can do with the channel points, but you can use your channel points to help or hinder the players in all of my games. It is channel point exclusive, so it's completely free for you, other than, you know, spending your time on the channel, for which I'm very grateful. I shouldn't be twisting because I just cricked my neck. Not neck, back. It's not your neck by your hip, Joe, come on.
Unless you're like a giraffe.
Yeah,
Or a
that's
mutated
true.
giraffe.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Or a slug, but they don't really have hips. No, not slug. Yes, slug or snail, or, you know. Tangenting.
They don't have bones. Yeah.
That's true. Because, like, but a slug is basically a head on a foot, so...
Yes. Now I want to play a character that's just a head on a foot that hops around and...
I mean, you could
freaking
probably make a beholder character with a foot.
Vicious mockeries, everybody.
Yeah, that could be fun. But yeah, you can use your channel points to help or hinder the players or the DM if you so choose. And oh yeah, another quick thing. Over on Dreaded GM's channel, they are currently running a fundraiser for the Starlight Foundation, and I want to thank everyone who hung out with me last night playing Minecraft. I was so tired towards the end of it. But it was so
I was
much
asleep,
fun.
unfortunately, or I would have joined you.
There were some really cool people. I got to talk to Phoenix Iwaki, and then Dread was there for a moment before he was chased off to bed, and then he came back sneakily, and...
Naughty.
Naughty. Hi, Lilith! And today I will be playing again on the Starlight fundraiser at 8 p.m. Central European Time in a game led by Renegade Chicken. So that's gonna be fun. I hope everyone...
Bark.
Yes. Zach is amazing. Zach
He is.
So cool. And he's so good at writing one-shots. It's nuts. He ran one for DreadCon, and it was so perfectly timed. It was inspiring.
Yes.
But yeah, today we are going to be hopping back into the story after Ada and Frimlin and Karma returns with the kobolds. A few days have passed since... Well, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Terris, a recap.
Yes.
What happened?
Oh goodness, so many things. We fought a hag and defeated her. We retrieved a golden dragon egg. We fixed the blockage in a river. We played some hide and seek with some nasty little men who completely failed at trapping us and spiriting us away. I retrieved my mouse, and we regrouped with our dragon friend, who is working on trying to get Frimlin and potentially his friends back home to his time. Have I missed anything important?
Well, the kobold friends.
Oh yes, the kobold friends. Yes, we adopted 6 kobolds.
Yes.
And they are now, Frimlin at least has been working to try and get them into, well, they basically flipped them, so they're now working for the good dragons rather than the blue dragon that they served.
Yes. And at the end of the session, you guys got to level up. So Frimlin
Yes.
is now level 4.
Yes,
I
he is.
think yes. Which means that Karma is now level 2, because we are using the I think is it the sidekick rules?
I think so, yes.
So yeah, let's get into the story. I'm gonna pause
Absolutely.
the happy music and gonna kick in this music. Come on, music. Let's start. Maria, see you there. See you.
Hello.
And Lilith, yeah, we are good. I managed to crack my back, but it's all good. We're gonna.
I've had very little sleep, but I'm making do. I think. We'll see. I don't think I'd feel it if someone hit me with a baseball bat, but that's fine.
We are going to. These guys are off in the. Let's see. There's David. David, we're going to move you up to by the well, and we're gonna move this guy to here. You guys are. There we go, there's the music. Ooh, pizza. I want pizza. Frimlin and Karma, your accommodations are up there.
Excellent.
The rest of the kobolds are spread out, and unfortunately Ada is not with us right now because she returned to her mission for her grandma.
No.
So a few days have passed since you returned from your successful mission. The camp has been at peace for the past few days. No more dragon attacks, even though you have been able to see the large red dragon and sometimes the blue swooping overhead, patrolling. From time to time in the night, you've been able to hear patrols passing, a gruff language spoken, an ancient tongue whispered in the shadows. The camp itself seems to be at ease, even though everyone is alert. It's not a tense alertness, it's more of a waiting, expectant.
Excellent.
During the past 3 days, you have been able to help your new kobold friends to be more part of the camp. And they have been given various chores to do. You can still see that a lot of the elves living here are wary of the kobolds, but they seem to be getting along. Once or twice you've had to break up a fight, but it took about 2 days for the whole camp to accept that the kobolds were there. You can see that a lot of people are suspicious, but they're not hostile.
Good. And Frimlin, in the last few days, has been doing all he can to hype up the fact that they, aggressively went against the Blue Dragon and are now, members of the Resistance, so to speak.
Yeah. As you move around or among the elves living in this camp, you've been able to see that these are elves of all types. There are even
Yes.
a couple of deep elves living in a small house. How familiar would Frimlin be with the story of the elves of this world? I mean, you're from this world, just not this time.
I mean, he's a bard. He probably knows a lot of the stories, but whether they're, in the last 15,000 years, the same stories that they were.
Yeah. So,
So my thought is he has some version of, but whether it's the right version or not would be up to you. How far has history changed in the course of time?
give me a history check.
Fancy that. That is a 17.
Yeah, with a 17, you remember that during this time, during the Dragon War, there was also hostility between the deep elves and the elves of the surface. So it is rather surprising to find two deep elves in the camp, but seeing if the others interact with them, it seems that they are completely fine with these two. There doesn't seem to be any hostility or anything like that. And yes, there was a war between the elves of the deeps and the surface dwellers. Came to a head a lot later in time, but yeah, that's a different story. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be any hostility between these two deep elves and the rest of the camp. They seem to even be friends.
Good.
And yeah.
Frimlin will keep not an eye on them, but he finds them interesting, so he'll observe them from afar when he gets the chance.
Rimichi is nice, Lilith. Yes, that is a brain move. Rimichi has been moving through the camp, doing various chores, helping out. It's very clear from how everyone is acting that he is, or they are, the commander. Well, you're the only one that knows that Vaurimichinger is a female dragon.
Yes.
But all of the elves think that this is a male Eladrin.
Yes, and the commander of the motley crew.
Yeah, of this war camp. Everyone treats him with respect, but it's not like distancing themselves from him. He's part of the group, but it's clear that he is in charge.
Yes.
And it seems that you've managed to put out fires and try to repair broken buildings and such.
Yeah.
On day 3 of being in this camp, you start notice.
No. I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry.
On day 3, you start noticing something. Around you, you start seeing people who are more and more tired. They seem to be verging on exhaustion, some of them. Which is odd, because you haven't been attacked in 3 days. People should have been able to get proper rest.
Yeah. How has Frimlin been sleeping?
Not good. Not enough to cause you to not get a long rest, but it's been fitful. You would wake up in the morning knowing that you've had nightmares, but not being able to remember them.
Okay.
Karma doesn't seem to be too affected by it, but you can never tell with Karma. He's a lazy sod.
Yeah, he does a lot of sleeping all the time.
Yes.
So, who knows? So these people who look particularly tired, are there any that look way more tired than others?
Mm. Ow. Yeah, the. Sorry. Um. There are a couple that you've seen. A scout that comes and goes. Spring Eladrin seems to have a lot of bags, like big bags under her eyes.
Okay. And it's like there's no one race that is particularly more affected than the others.
No, it's not.
Okay. So for now, I think Frimlin wants to observe, just see what's going on. He's not too sure.
Yeah.
But it isn't it's something of concern.
Yeah. So the comings and goings of the camp seem to progress as usual, albeit a bit more sluggish.
Yeah.
It seems that those who have... Yeah, give me a perception or investigation. Your choice.
That will have to be perception. That's a 16.
Yeah. You notice that those who have the night shift seem to be less affected. So those who are awake during the night seem to be more clear-headed, more alert than those who have the day shift and would rest during the night.
Okay.
And it takes you a few hours of observation to figure this out and asking questions and such. But yeah, eventually you come to that conclusion that you see
So
Rimichi pacing the camp, walking in circles, stopping from time to time to talk to the various groups. Karma walks up to you and looks at you. You hear in your head, "You look confused. Stomach problems?"
no, we're trying to figure out what's going on here. We think that there's something interrupting these fine people's sleep. Perhaps you see that one over there and some others like them. They look very tired.
Oh,
You know, I've had some trouble sleeping myself, but they look awful.
yeah. I thought all looked like that, but now you're mentioning it.
Right. It seems that it's those that work the day shift and sleep at night that are most affected.
That
I'm
is...
wondering if we should bring it up with Rimichi.
that could be a good idea, yes. You're sleeping badly?
My sleep has been somewhat affected, but I think I'm holding it together all right.
Oh.
You did say that his sleep was affected, right?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. Is that just he's been having trouble sleeping? Has he been having nightmares?
You wake up with the knowledge that you've had nightmares.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah. but it's
We
nothing
think
like solid.
we think I've been having nightmares, but we can't remember anything about them.
Oh. I've been sleeping fine.
Well, you'd frankly sleep fine if there was a Tarrasque stepping on your tail.
You're probably right.
I know I am. You remember the time that monkey tried to steal your teeth? You don't have teeth.
I don't have teeth. Wait, is that because a monkey took them?
No. Chameleons don't have teeth. I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I think they're just like...
I think they're a bit like bearded dragons. They've got sort of Barbie things, but not teeth.
Yeah. Aren't geckos the same?
Yeah.
Karma looks at you.
Sorry.
Did a monkey take your teeth?
We, don't. Gekkotai don't have teeth either. Oh, they actually have... Wait. Chameleons do have teeth.
Okay, then. Yeah. Oh, then Karma's just gonna... Wait. I have teeth.
Oh, right. Well, we don't.
Has Howler been at it against stealing shit?
I don't think he'd steal chameleon teeth. I wouldn't actually. No, he might. I wouldn't put it past him.
Although there were flying monkeys trying to steal Frimlin's stuff. So.
Succeeding.
Succeeding, yes. So you said you wanted to talk to Rimichi about it?
Yes.
Absolutely. Do you see... Why does it do that? Okay. Yes, he is down inspecting some of the ballista pointed at the front gates. Karma is slowly following you down, keeping a... It's been weird for the elves to see a warhorse-sized chameleon walking around. Most of them are getting used to it, but you still get stares. Especially with your jester costume. Everyone is like decked out in leather and weapons, and you like clink, 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 clink.
Clink, 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 tinkle, tinkle. Probably whistling to himself on the way.
Yeah.
Can geckos whistle if they have no lips?
Yeah, I mean, if you can push your tongue up against the yeah, you can do a thing. You should be able to at least make a whistling sound.
Yeah, so sort of whistles as he bops along, his little bells tinkling as he does so. Wanders up to Rimichi. Just we'd have a word if you're not too preoccupied.
Oh, me trying to remember Rimichi's voice. Oh, of course.
We've been looking around, and we think that there's something going on with the sleep in this place. We've been affected myself.
I do believe that you might be right, yes. Oh, I do believe that you might be correct, yes.
We've been having nightmares, but I can't remember them. And it's been interfering with my sleep, and looking around. Some of the others that sleep at night rather than through the day seem to be affected as well. Probably more so than... well, potentially more so than I.
It is odd. I've heard reports from our doctor, our physician, that several of the men here have, well, when I say men, I obviously mean soldiers, not,
Right.
have been suffering from nightmares, which is strange. We don't dream.
Right. You don't sleep, you trance, I
That is
believe.
correct. Well, the others do, but
Of course, you're a little different. But,
they have,
no.
yes, elf do not dream, fae do not dream. Yet these do.
It's unusual.
It is very unusual, yes.
Any idea what's causing it?
Unfortunately, I have not been able to discern any cause. It seems that as soon as I show up anywhere, well, my station being what it is here, people would even if we managed to find a culprit, they would probably hide or feign innocence if I were
Right.
to show up.
We once heard a story of a horrible man who died in an act of vengeance, and against him, not his act, and he would plague the dreams of young people. But I don't think this is the same thing.
There might be something similar. Follow me for a moment, would you? And
Right.
he'll walk down into this corner, out of, and then wave for
Hey,
Eladrin here to move away. Tell you what, seeing as I am very visible and my station prevents me from snooping. Yes.
Right. You'd have me, as you say, Snoop.
That would be very appreciated, yes. If you could look around, perhaps find something.
We'll definitely try.
That is much appreciated. I'd recommend you start with the physician. Her
Well,
name,
do
she's a wood elf. Her name is Olaira.
Lyra.
Yes, that is
Got
correct.
it. Where does she, what area does she usually haunt? I'd say the infirmary. Where's that?
The infirmary. We do not have a assigned infirmary as such, but she does reside in the building just across from here. You see the brazier up there past the ballista? And he'll point straight
I
up.
think so, yes. I see it.
Yes, the cornered building. That is where she has her clinic. As it
Right.
is.
You'll ask her first then. See what I can muster up.
That is much appreciated. If you find out anything that could be of value, please do report back
Let
to
you
me.
know.
Yes.
I'll do that.
If these,
yep.
I do not think I have to remind you of this, but if these dreams, these situations are caused by those who oppose us, this could be very bad.
Right. We'll see what I can do. And try to find a way to undo whatever it is that's being done as well. I guess. Is there anything else you'd have me do?
If you happen
Sure.
to stumble upon the cause, I do not see a reason why you... Oh, let me rephrase. If you happen to stumble upon the cause and you feel that you can deal with it yourself without causing yourself undue danger, feel free to deal with it.
We'll do that.
You have my full authority to do so.
Excellent. Mind me, I'm trying to get my dog out of my pizza box. Bad puppy. Not puppy. It's a big dog. Well, small, older dog.
Ah. Nice.
We'll go talk to Aloyra now, I guess. See what she has to say.
Much appreciated.
Right. And with that, yeah, he will sort of slither off
Yeah.
to...
Yeah. Let me get that image up. And so... my back. Why did I put that one there? He's not supposed to be there. She is, on the other hand, supposed to be in here. There we go. As you enter the house, you see a immaculately scrubbed hallway lined with weapons caches and weapon stands.
Excellent.
You can see a floor scrubbed with an inch of its life. And on the wall next to you, you see chains hanging with manacles, as if this is also working as a makeshift detention hallway. But there is a scent of antiseptic salves in the air. Some calming incense seems to be wafting through the hall. And on the bench further up, you see two high elves resting, leaning against the wall. To your left is an open doorway. You can tell that the door has been taken off its hinges. And you see bags of what could be grain, or it could be herbs. And the land...
Some unknown thing.
Yeah, it's clear that it's bags for grain, but you can't tell if it's grain or if it's herbs for the clinic or if it's any laundry. Could just as be laundry, for all you know. There's also a scent of freshly baked bread and cooked vegetables in the air.
Wow, this place is this place is certainly got many uses.
Chameleon stable is clearly not one. I'll be out here. As you see Karma's head poke through the door and he can't get through.
You need to go on a diet.
Oi.
What?
Well, if you find a way for me to diet away my height, do let me know.
We'll keep that under advisement. Fat lizard. And yeah, he's going to wander in and I think call out for Aloyra? Elira?
Olyra. Yeah.
Elira. Yeah.
Well, in here, you hear from the open doorway.
Oh, right. Why, I'm Frimlin. I'm the well gekkotai that is well.
Ah,
Anyway,
yes. The
right.
jester who brought us our water back. What?
Yes, and brought you some kobolds, I guess.
Oh, they are fascinating little creatures, aren't they?
They're wonderful. But I hear there's something going on in the camp at the moment.
You see Orlyra's face just darken. Yes, we seem to have a collective case of sleeping issues.
Which is unusual, since a lot of you are elves.
Yes. In all my years, I've never seen anything like this. I would say it's fascinating, but as being the one who has to take care of these poor souls, I do not have time to study it, much less to find any way to help them other than giving them a comfortable bed.
Right? And it seems that it's only affecting the ones that are sleeping at night, not during the day.
Oh, it seems to be that those who sleep during the dark hours are affected more than those who have their rest during the light hours. Good observation. You have a keen eye on you, don't you?
I try. It comes and goes, much like my companion.
Ah, yes, the big lizard.
Yes, that's the one. Karma.
Yes. There was a dragonborn here as well, but I do believe she went on another mission?
We think she's under the what's the word I'm looking for? I think she's working for one of the other dragons.
Yes.
So she's got things to do, places to see, but a good ally, I'll have to say.
Yes, it would seem that way. I would have loved to talk to her more, but perhaps she will return
Well,
one day. Oh, to the
I hope
matter.
that.
To the matter at hand. I think it's better for you. I could describe the symptoms and all of that to you, but I think it's better for you to see one of the worst cases we have here.
Right?
Perhaps you can glean something from it. If you would follow me. And she walks up through the hallway, past the two elves sitting on the bench. One of them has his arm in a sling, and his eyes are glazed, as if he's been given some very powerful painkillers. The woman has a nasty scar across her face and down her shoulder, but that is just about healed. And she looks at you with curious eyes. Other than the scar, she is also littered with scars along her arms, and but they all seem old.
Right.
Yes. This way. Pardon me, I don't believe I've caught your name.
Oh, my name's Frimlin.
Yes, pleasure. I'm Dr. Orlyra.
Orlyra?
Yeah, but yes. You don't need to address me by my title, though. It's,
I mean, if you'd like me to, I will.
No, it's not necessary. This way, please. And she leads you into a almost empty room with 4 beds in it. 3 of the beds are empty, and but one is occupied by a young elf, young Eladrin ranger. She seems to be resting fitfully, not in the kind of trance state you would let me see. Not the kind of restful ways that you've read about elves, but she's tossing back and forth.
How long does this go on for?
Well, when I asked, she said that her dreams started nearly a week ago now. So.
And she's deteriorated quite quickly then.
She has, yes. Not being able to sleep for a full cycle in nearly a week.
Right. Did she say anything? Can she speak?
She can. If you wish to ask her some questions, I do not mind waking her. It's not like...
Right.
I have not drugged her. Not yet. But if this continues, I will have to. Just so make sure that her mind doesn't break.
We understand. So Frimlin will walk over and he will, first things first, place a couple of his tiny sticky toes to her forehead to, test for a temperature or anything like that. And then he'll very gently shake the lady awake.
Yep. As you test her temperature, you feel that she is cold and clammy, sweating slightly, and
right.
As you shake her, her eyes snap open, and for a second you see almost like a blazing fire. It looks like sunrise during spring, and then they shift to a deeper brown, earthy brown color. What are you?
I'm a gekkotai.
Oh.
You were, I think, perhaps having a nightmare.
Oh.
I promise I'm not it.
No. A night. Yes. It's so strange.
How?
I've had visions in the past when I'm in trance state, but not like this. Is this how other beings sleep?
I'm not sure exactly. We haven't walked in your shoes, so to speak, but, we do lose consciousness for several hours of the day or night, and, dreams, images unbidden, flash through our minds as we do so. Sometimes things we've seen, sometimes things we've imagined, sometimes things that I believe may be beyond imagining, but I've never heard of, something being in so many dreams that wasn't an evil thing. So, I don't know exactly what's going on here. But, do you remember anything?
Is there a man Man? No. Face of a man. Strange body. Body's there? Not there? And it's not dark, but it's not light either. It's the light before dawn, just before the sun rises. And there... Yeah, sorry.
No. Go ahead.
And it's far. You can see far in every direction. I don't know. There's...
We don't know either, but it's unusual. And I'm He's a little perplexed. He's trying to puzzle down. Just what does it feel like?
It's vast. I don't... Where I'm from in Lantara, things change a lot.
Right, yes.
And the Mirror Lake can go on for eternities and then stop. But nothing like this. It feels like the end of something. Wait. There was a figure there with the man. Well, the man that's not a... I don't... Tall. A scarecrow? Maybe?
Scarecrow?
Yes. It looked like one of those scarecrows you put out on a field to keep the birds out of the crops.
What was he doing?
It was standing there, looking at the man.
Right.
No. I don't...
Are you alright, lass? So there was a scarecrow and a man, Montana?
Yes. So there's a scarecrow-looking thing and a man that's not a... She describes it as a man that's not really a man. Yeah, she starts tossing her head back and forth as she's sitting up. And
it's all right.
I don't...
It's all right, lass. You rest. We'll try to puzzle this out. No, you've been a great help. Great help.
I should be out there, but I can't.
You need to look after yourself now. You're no good to us. You're no good to us if you go out there not in full health and you perish.
Yes.
Everyone can be struck down by any manner of things, and I'm fairly sure that the fight that you are putting up is helpful in its own way, because you're strong, and being strong in the face of adversity is very important. The way you carry yourself now will help build morale, at the very least.
Yes.
You hold on, and we'll try to figure out what this man is doing and why.
Yes.
I'm sure it has something to do with the war you're fighting.
Yes. Find the man.
How do I do that?
My friend. He said he saw it too. I have.
Yes, then.
We grew up together.
What?
My friend, he should be around here somewhere.
Right. What's he look like?
He is long dark hair. He should be in.
Right.
He should be in his spring form as well. I don't know. I haven't seen him in days.
We'll try and find him. You rest and look after yourself, and we'll at least try to.
Yes.
And we'll try and figure this out.
Yes. Thank you.
Now,
Fine.
would Frimlin know anything about a man? Isn't a man or a scarecrow?
Give me a history or religion check. Your choice.
They're both the same, so I'll just do the one that's closer. Oh, that's an 8.
You have a nagging suspicion that you might have, maybe at some point, heard a story about men that aren't really men, but it's the specifics are gone. You have heard so many stories as a bard.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh yeah,
maybe, maybe not. No.
Yes. Okay. So, how do? Oops.
Olyra
Wrong thing.
tucks in the woman and then quickly gives her a glass of water with a powder in it. There, you should be able to rest now. I will be back later, okay? Yes. And she follows you out and closes the door.
We guess that she's had a turn for the worse.
No, it's basically the same as before. She'll wake in a fit, talking about the scarecrow.
And this strange man?
Yeah.
Are the others the same?
We do. There was a person here earlier. One of the male elves came in. One of the deep elves, talking about the man. There wasn't a man, but he didn't want to stay here for care. He wanted to be back in their house.
Right.
They usually work during the night, so he wasn't as badly affected as Elissa here.
Well, we guess, and I hate to say this, but we may need to try to dream.
Yes, that might be the case, unfortunately.
Right.
The friend, before we do anything.
Right, of course, the friend.
Yes, the friend she talked about, He goes by the name of Jareth. I am sure
Jareth?
it's not his actual name.
Why?
Just as Elissa is not this woman's actual name.
Well, of course we tend to accumulate names as we get older, as I'm told, at least.
This is true, and the Eladrin tend to have long and, well, beautiful, complicated names. They tend to adopt an easier name for people to pronounce. In
Well,
my
that's fair.
experience.
Right. So, where's this gentleman?
Jareth should be in the kitchen.
Right.
To keep himself busy, he's taken on the cooking for, well, this clinic, as much as it is.
I see it's sort of part clinic, part prison, part kitchen.
You could say that, yes. So many of our
It's
buildings were destroyed. We had to make do. I do my best to keep it clean, at least.
Right. Well, I'm sure that helps with the injured. So, kitchen?
Yes.
Is that the one in the center there?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, go to up here, yes, the door. And Olyra gives you a quick nod and goes back to her office.
Excellent.
Move her back there and then up here. As you enter the kitchen, the scent of cooking vegetables and freshly baked bread slams you in the face.
Ooh.
Down by the table sits a white-haired elf dressed in dark colors. His ears are poking up out of a shortly cropped hairdo, and he turns around to look at you, and his eyes are completely red, giving you the impression that this is an albino.
Ooh.
His bearing... Oh, what do you know about that? His bearing is that of someone who is very much at ease.
Right.
He's sitting on a stool.
And that's
yeah,
this fellow here. Yeah.
yeah, that fellow. Yes.
No, you wouldn't be the friend of the lass up there.
And then on your right, Frimlin, is a tanned man with long black hair in a ponytail. Well, not ponytail, a short tail, or no, a low tail. Low tail.
Yeah.
Held back by the nape of his neck with a leather band. He is wearing bright leather armor, brightly colored in various hues of pale green.
And
Pale,
this would be the summer fellow? Oh.
yeah, it's a spring, another spring
yeah.
Eladrin.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
So he's going to... Why does that keep happening? I'm going to move there, but he's going to nod at the albino fellow.
He
First,
nods
just
back.
acknowledge. I've just come from talking with your friend in the infirmary.
Oh, yes. She had another fit, I heard. His voice is clipped but friendly.
We believe she had a nightmare. I know I'm fairly sure you're not the only one.
No. They started...
Right.
At least for me, the nightmares started 6 5 days ago.
Right.
But I've heard of those around. They've had them for longer than that. Elissa has had them for 4 days. Yes. Badly for 4 days.
Right. And you have had them too, you said?
I have, yes.
But you're faring rather better. Do you remember any of it?
I remember a feeling of being lost in a pre-dawn sky
Right.
with the dark grey ground disappearing into eternities.
We don't like the sound of that.
No. I'm sure Elissa told you, but where we're from, we're used to strange things happening. The world changing with the thought. But not this kind of oppressive nothing.
We'd very much be interested in figuring out what the source of this is.
I have seen something strange. If you would be...
What was it?
There is a elf man, one of the high elves.
Right.
Older man. If that
Right.
means anything to us, really.
I guess not.
But he looks old. White hair, trimmed beard, patchy. Goes by the name of Sigurd. I caught him.
Have I seen?
Yeah, you would have seen a few that matched that description.
Right.
Elf soldiers, or soldiers that look like they've seen a lot of battles and that they've reached a very substantial age, even for elves. That seem to have come out of retirement to join this war camp. The other night I was on shift and I caught him sleepwalking, which does not happen to us. It was odd.
Right.
I was awake because I could not sleep. I do believe it's the first night I was aware of my nightmares.
So, hang on a second. I've got a terrible itch. There we go. So this gentleman.
Yes. He does live not too far from here, in the barracks, near the gate, near the main gate.
Right.
Where he is now, I cannot tell, but you should be able to find him there.
You'll have a look. What was your name again?
I go by Jareth.
Jareth, right. I did remember that. I'm all over the place tonight. Sorry.
No problem.
I've had very little sleep.
Yeah, you too. Not
Yep.
only Frimlin.
No. So he's pretty much true to character. Can't keep a thing in his head. Can't keep focused. So he is going to take his leave and try and find this gentleman, I think. Though he will take another look at this albino fellow.
Yep.
First, I think, just sort of wonder if I would like to roll an insight check to see if he was listening in.
Sure.
Actually.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
That's a 16.
Yeah. He was listening to you.
Yeah, so he's going to come and sit here for a second. One moment. And, sit next to him. So, what's your take on all this?
I do think that, dreams are all fascinating and all that. But, are you sure it's just a dream?
I don't know. I mean, could it be a dream if, the elves are affected?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
What?
I think there's some magical intervention here, but I'm not sure what's going on with their brains, with their minds, or mine, to be frank.
You seem to be a very observant person.
Well, you mean, that's what bards do, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be true, yes.
We study the, I would say the human condition, but that's not accurate.
No. Neither of you are human. Humans do not exist on this world at this point.
We, study the, condition of mortals and immortals, of people. It makes our work truer.
Seems we have something in common then.
No?
Now, you know what? I find this interesting. I've had these dreams myself, and it's strange to me that the first dreams I've had in my long life are nightmares, as the dreaming races would call them. Would you mind if I tag along?
We wouldn't mind at all. What's your name, friend?
You can call me Dainor.
Dainor?
Yes.
We take it that's not your real name?
No.
Nobody here seems to go by their real names.
Oh. I don't know about the Fey folk. And he looks over to Jared. I think there's something to do with how long and complicated their names are. In my case, it has to do with my profession.
Well, names are also powerful in some circles.
That's also true, yes. Perhaps that is part of the solution. Knowing it, but no. Then the Fae would not be affected because they don't give out their names.
Right. Perhaps it's the name of the entity. We need to guess. We read a book about that once.
Perhaps.
Had a silly name too. Can't remember it. Anyway, not important. Well, shall we?
Absolutely.
You're not going to be alarmed by a dirty great lizard out the front, are you?
As long as it doesn't try to eat me, it should be fine.
We think he'd much rather eat bugs.
This is true. I've seen you walking around the camp. It's not as creepy as it sounds, I promise. You stand out, and he flicks one of your
Oi.
bells.
We, didn't know I was that attractive. Oh, not like that. I mean...
Well, while my tastes are varied, I'm not sure a...
20 lizard man, 20 gecko man would be, right up your alley.
No, not really.
Well, that's fine. Shall we?
Absolutely, lead away.
And once again, he's going to get to, here and sort of give these to a nod. Just... Morning.
They nod, both nod back, and the man looks over between you and to Danar, blushes slightly, and then cradles his arm.
Oh, we see how it is.
No.
No?
While I wouldn't mind, he broke his arm taking one for me.
Oh.
Didn't need to, but that's what happened.
Well. we think you're in there.
Perhaps. And he looks back at the man and perhaps, if we both survive.
Well, I hope you do. Karma.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
This is Danar. He's going to help us in our investigation for a bit.
Pleasure, I'm sure. He says to Frimlin, because, you know, he can't talk.
Yeah. Oi. He says he's pleased to meet you, more or less. We share a bond.
Oh.
Sort
Oh,
of
he's...
taps the noggin.
He's sentient.
Well, we might not go that far.
Well...
He's smarter than a bug.
Danar chuckles and reaches out a hand towards Karma.
Karma, now you don't put your tongue on the man's hand, right?
Karma flips an eye to look at you, the other eye looking at Danar, and then he just sighs a little and puts his snout in Danar's hand. Danar scratches him a little bit. This is a interesting mount.
Well, they're quite common where I'm from. Where? No, he wouldn't say when. They're quite common where I'm from. We're bonded to them from time to time, but quite useful. Well, most of them are.
Interesting. I would have to go and see this place at some point.
Right, that would potentially be possible at some point in the future.
I hope so. Seeing
Right?
these beings, these creatures, more than one of them, that would be very interesting.
They live in swamps, usually.
Oh,
Well, so do I.
I've been very far and wide in this world, but I don't think I've been to a swamp yet.
Ah, well. It's probably not a place that, well, someone like you would appreciate. Lots of mud and still waters and reeds and plenty of bugs to eat. We, the gekkotai, we live in hanging homes that we move from time to time. We hang them from the trees.
That's really smart. Away from
They're woven
predators?
away from predators and where the cool breezes can come by and cool the living quarters.
That is a
And
really good idea.
and out of the mud.
Yes. And being moving around a lot, being found would not be a problem.
No, it's not only that. We don't ever want to over harvest the creatures in any one area. So moving about to allow them to build up a breeding population again is very important. When you're insectivorous, for the most part, it's well, bugs grow quickly for the most part, but you can still do damage to a food web if you eat everything inside.
I never thought of it like that. I'm more of a city person. But it does make sense if you live out in the countryside and you don't want to destroy your food source.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now,
Cold.
as much as I would like to continue this conversation, the
Of course.
sun is not kind to my eyes or my skin, and he flips up his hood to cover his face.
I would have offered you my jester's hat, but I think you'd look pretty funny in it.
Another time. I would like to try it though, but not right now.
Absolutely.
Now shall we see if we can find this friend of... Well, not friend. This person that Jareth talked about.
I'd say so.
Let's see if we can pop back to this, and ow, I'm gonna have to find...
Oh.
Huh?
Don't mind me, my neck just popped.
I need to find that token again. Donor's token should be... Ow, my back. Under male elves, there is donor, and then we're gonna have a...
Go on, you have a yawn.
this guy. He's going to be over here. Yes. So you exit the infirmary. Where is Karma? There's Karma. There's Karma. Karma's gonna be here. And even though the see, it would be midday-ish. The midday sun is bearing down. Everything seems a little bit muted because of the ash in the air, and
I seem to still be on the other map.
oh, sorry. Let me... That's weird.
I may need to refresh.
Yeah, if you refresh, you should be able to get to...
Excellent.
Because I have put players on the war camp map.
Yep. No, my thing is just being a butt, I think.
Ah,
See.
yeah.
There I go.
There we go. Yes.
Now let's just find Frimlin.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah.
Right.
You exit the infirmary to the midday sun bearing down on the camp. Everything seems a little bit more grey with ash and smoke covering some of the sky. It is one of the one of the brighter days you've experienced so far. Mostly it's overcast with a late summer breeze going through the camp, bringing the scent of burning trees and fires on it.
Excellent.
Is that what I have?
Oh, now
Daynor,
where was that?
yeah, Daynor starts looking around. So if it's the man we're looking for that I think it is, we're looking for a younger person with short blonde hair and pale eyes.
Right. Right. Would that be this gentleman here?
Yes.
Excellent. I found him. I'm not sure Frimlin has from
Yeah.
all the way over there, but we've only been here a few days, so I'm not sure where everything is. You know where the barracks are?
Oh, the barracks are down here by the main gate.
Right.
This way, and yeah, walk over here.
Cool.
And wait for you to follow. Karma juggles back or past the ballistas. They're now loaded with bolts facing the main gate.
Don't set them off. Karma.
It would be funny though. See if we can open the gates with a bolt.
Well, someone might decide to get annoyed at you for that and turn you into a roasted chameleon.
I wonder if that would taste good. Not me, of course. That would taste horribly.
I don't know. I'd probably eat you if it came to it.
That makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense.
What do you mean if you'd already do it, of course?
As
There's no other food.
yes. I wonder, would they make me into a lizard on a stick?
I'll tell you what. If you die, we'll make you a lizard on a stick.
I think I'd like that.
There's something poetic about it, I guess.
Yes. Daynor just looks between the two of you and
Oh, don't worry about it. We have had these strange conversations since we were both newly out of the eggs. Our eggs.
oh, you hatch.
We do?
Of course. Gecko, lizard, yes, obviously. I should have thought about that. Or I should have thought of that.
We can't imagine it would be comfortable for a well, I imagine that hatching, laying eggs is somewhat more comfortable than birthing live young.
From what
Especially in multiples. Sorry.
from my experience, perhaps I've helped a woman or two give birth, and it does not seem to be an experience I want to have.
Well, from a happy accident of birth, I don't think that's a problem for you.
This is true, yes. For which I'm very happy.
I don't think I'd like to lay an egg.
Could be an interesting experience.
Could be, but I think I also like being male.
I can say from experience that I am very happy to be born male. Though
Excellent.
there are some other challenges involved with my birth, as you could probably tell. And he winks at you.
Below it.
Yes. I have some understanding of our deep elf friends and their aversion to sunlight.
Have you ever considered a parasol?
A what?
A parasol. It's some fabric or leather or some similar thing, waterproofed, usually, stretched over a frame of sticks, held up by a central pole. It provides shade, and as you walk along,
I haven't.
like a circular bat wing.
I haven't, but now I would absolutely have to try it. Try building one. It sounds like an excellent idea. Especially on like warm days when I don't want to cover myself up in this, and he points at the hood.
Yes, right. We can draw you a picture at some point.
I'd like that, thank you, yes.
In fact, they're standing on dirt, right?
Yeah.
So I think with his toe, he just scratches out a crude image of a parasol in the dirt.
Huh.
It's something like this.
I think I could make something like that, yes. That's an excellent idea. And then if you... he bends down and starts writing in, or drawing next to it. And you see at the end, he takes the handle, separates it a little bit, and then draws what looks like a blade. You could...
Oh. I'd never thought of that.
So you could have the blade in one hand and use the other one to parry with.
If you were to make it from a more robust material, you could use it as a shield. But usually, well, that would mean I wouldn't be able to retract back down to a, more, how to say it, slimmer form. Because they can collapse in on themselves to work for better storage.
Yes, but if you collapse it and then draw the blade, you can use it as a bludgeoning weapon.
I suppose so.
I absolutely have to look into this. I knew about cane blades, but never sun protection blades. You're full of good ideas.
I'm full of shit, but I'm also full of things I've seen.
Now here comes the question.
Mm.
What came first? This instance or the parasol?
I guess we'll find out.
Yes, because you have traveled back in the past and invented the parasol.
Oh no. Whoops. I guess they probably wouldn't have existed at that point, hey?
No, well, they might have, but I hadn't thought about it. But now they definitely do.
Oh no. Well, what I mean is they didn't exist before now? Oh no. Frimlin. Don't change the future, buddy. He's going to come back to a world where there's just these massive parasols stuck in the ground to provide shade, isn't he?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Well, what I mean is they didn't exist before now? Oh no. Frimlin. Don't change the future, buddy. He's going to come back to a world where there's just these massive parasols stuck in the ground to provide shade, isn't he? Oh
Not
no.
really, but I have another really good idea for that. Yes. Well,
no.
shall we find our elusive friend and see if we can make these parasols at some point?
Absolutely. I think for waterproofing, he's walking as he says this, looking for this friend. Yeah, just I think leather or something similar would work best for leatherproofing.
Yes. Perhaps some finely worked leather. Excuse me a moment, and he pokes his head into the barracks. Looks around. Huh. Seems to be empty, so he should be out here somewhere.
Well, let's have a look.
So,
What was the fellow's name? Do we know?
a Sigan. I'm sure
Sigan.
it is longer normally, but...
Right. I'm going to roll the d4 to decide which direction I would wander in first. 4. So, 1, 2, 3. He's going to sort of wander this way a little and sort of peer over. Just, oh no, we don't think they're over there. Well, I guess the best thing to do would be to walk around the buildings and poke our heads in or whatever. See if he's visiting.
Absolutely, lead the way, friend.
I don't.
Start.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna start.
So pokes his head in here. Doesn't see.
No.
Oops. Down here. I guess doesn't see.
You see the two deep elves looking at you. One of them seems to be looking very tired.
Wait, I'm sorry. We'll leave you to it. Wrong house.
No worries. It's open for everyone to come and go as long as we're not in there resting.
Right. Well, that's fair. I'm off. Just got a little turned around. Sort of wander over here. Now from here, where is that guy? Would he be able to see him from here?
Yes.
Right. Just is that him? Over there.
Yes. I believe so. Yes, I would believe so, yes.
Excellent. Boy. And yeah, just sort of over here, I guess. Just Hoi?
Hi? Can I help you?
And perhaps?
Okay.
Are you aware of what's going on around here?
Oh, you mean the nightmares? Yes. Horrible, aren't they?
Yes. I'm somewhat affected myself, but and does he look affected?
Not really.
Right. Have you had any?
Well, I've been sleeping badly, but I can't say I remember nightmares. He looks between you, Frimlin, and over to Daenor, shifting a bit, looking back and forth. You investigating the nightmares?
I wouldn't say exactly investigating. I'd say I'm a little curious about what's happening to me,
Oh,
and looking to anyone who might have some information in that case, because I'd rather not be popping up daisies in 6 months.
oh, what?
Doyen,
Huh?
well, um, we'd rather not. Well, sorry, what happened?
Huh?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, he is very confused.
right.
He has no idea what you're talking about.
Well, just I'd rather not. Well, it's I lost track of myself for a second there. Give me 2 seconds.
You were talking about pushing up daisies, and the young elf in
Well,
front of you is like, "What are you talking about? I
yeah.
don't understand."
Well, pushing up daisies, Doyen. When one
Oh,
uh lacks sleep for too long, they can die.
oh,
It's not great.
yeah, yeah. I've heard. Well, I don't sleep normally, like just go into trance. But yeah, it's horrible when
Well,
you can't do that for a while. The brain goes all weird.
that's true. And that's not really been happening to you.
Oh, not really. I've been sleeping strangely, but
You've been dreaming.
no. Well, maybe.
Did you see a scarecrow?
Sca- I um I
Do you not remember?
don't remember a scarecrow, but I do. There was a man there.
Man, what did he look like?
Tall. No, wait.
Right.
Man? Yes, tall, and part of his body was like a big insect.
What part?
From his waist down. He looked like one of them serpent lords, but instead of wings and a tail, it was legs, lots and lots and lots of legs.
Like more than 6?
Yes, many, many, many more.
Like, have you ever heard of a centipede?
Yes,
Long fella.
yes. You hear him muttering. Well, yeah. You speak Elvish too, right?
I think so. Check.
I think Sylvan Elvish.
Yes, he speaks common and Elvish.
Yeah. So you hear the young elf muttering to himself in Elvish, and then yes, centipede.
Yeah, it says it in Elvish. To double check.
Yes.
Right. So, a man that is no man.
Yes. Dark eyes.
Remind me, because my brain is silver right now. Why were we directed to this young man again?
He was sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking.
Jareth found him sleepwalking.
Right. So, the reason why we're here talking to you is apparently you were having a little wander in your sleep.
Wandering? It takes a half a step back. No, I
Oh,
don't
lad,
know.
you're not in trouble. Not at all. We're trying to get to the bottom of this, trying to help. And if you were sleepwalking, then that's something new that may help us. Don't be afraid of us. We're friends here.
Okay, I'll, I was, I woke up outside the camp one night.
Oh goodness.
I don't know how I got out without the guards catching me.
Do you know where outside you were?
It's not far. I just went around the corner, and he points to a corner you can see over over the building to Frimlin's right. You have a corner right here. He points to that. I was on the other side of that corner on the outside.
Right. Do you remember what it was you were dreaming when you woke up there? Or was that just about the man with the centipede legs?
The man. We were in a. We were at the beach, a beach with grey, silvery sand, and he was showing me something in the water.
What?
He wanted me to walk into the water. I didn't. I took a step into the into the waters, and then I woke up, and I was on the other side of the wall.
Right. That is very strange. What's over that way?
It's just forest, and well, it was forest. Now it's just a stumpy field. We cut a lot of it down, and what we didn't grab for firewood, the dragons burned down. There's nothing really there.
Strange. Perhaps something was compelling you to have a rendezvous.
Perhaps, but I don't understand why me. There's so many that are much stronger, and I'm just really an errand boy here. I don't.
Well, what kind of errands do you take?
Fetching waters for the guards, cleaning weapons, sharpening swords.
Notes?
The commander doesn't want the younger ones out fighting, so we do chores.
Right.
Unless we really have to fight, then of course we do, but...
Let's think about it. Sorry, my cat's screaming outside. We don't want to be too personal here, but do you have someone special in the camp? Perhaps?
No. I mean, there are some nice girls around, or women. I should say women, girls is the meaning. But
Right.
no one that I'm interested in that way.
Right. It was just, don't worry about that. I'm just grasping at straws. It could be that, as an errand boy, they think that, you're invisible enough to, have overheard things without, others being privy to that knowledge. Or, just that, nobody would suspect you if they managed to compel you while you were asleep. I'm not sure, but be strong, lad.
Out of the corner of your eye, Frimlin, you see Dornar take a stance next to the brazier, looking at Sigyn. He looks at him. Sigyn is... That's not your full name, right? Huh? No. No, it's... I liked it, though. I read it in a book. My real name is Siguril. It sounds stupid, so I chose Sigyn instead. Oh, that was really all I was wondering about. I'm sorry, I interrupted you for your questions,
Oh, no.
Frimlin.
No, it's fine. Wait a second. Who's this fellow here?
That one, yeah.
This fella.
Um,
Yeah.
He's dressed as a fighter with wearing chainmail. His hair seems to be almost burnt off, and he has burn marks across his face.
Does he sneak up on us?
No, he's been standing there, just
Right.
looking.
Frimlin's only just noticed him and is just, wait,
Yeah.
who's that? It's fine. He thinks it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this, and I'm, well, you're,
I could say that maybe wait till night. I don't. Maybe
well,
some.
if we were to wait till night and keep an eye on you, perhaps we could watch where you're going.
Yes. We could do that. I don't. Give me an insight check, Frimlin.
Right. Uh, 17.
Yeah. When he says, "Yeah, we could do that," you see a part of his face is scrunching up, and a flicker of something darker go across one of his very, very pale blue eyes.
What is it, lad?
Nothing.
Come on, now.
I don't. It takes another step back from you. The man he doesn't want. I can't talk to you anymore, and he just turns around and
Wait.
runs off.
So that was the man what exactly?
He just mutters, the man, I can't talk to you anymore. Before he runs off, he's knocking over where's that ice up there. He's knocking over one of the kobolds in the process as he runs away.
Right,
You hear a long slew of draconic, what you can interpret as curses.
Well, that was odd. Should we follow him?
I'd say we should, yes. Perhaps bring your four-legged friend.
Yeah, Karma. Frimlin will whistle for Karma, basically.
You rang.
We whistled.
Same thing.
That young lad up there, he's well, taking flight. essentially, and I think we're going to pursue.
Did you offer to cook for him?
No. Why would I do that?
I mean, he ran. So I figured you offered to cook for him.
We'll cook you in a minute.
Ah, well.
Sorry, got the yawns.
Oh, if you want to catch him, we should probably hurry.
Right. Well, lead on. Perhaps you can grab him with your tongue or something.
I could try. And Karma starts moving forward. That weird swaying and then rushing kind of movement.
Absolutely.
Let's see. His speed is, I think we said, did we set it at 40 feet? I need to check what the...
I can't remember.
Let me check. Valinar, because it wasn't the speed of a Valinar steed, because that's just ridiculous, and it's a horse.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Yes, 40 feet, because a Valinar steed is 60.
So is Bambi. I think.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Right.
So Karma
And by
will...
Bambi, I mean a giant deer, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the time Karma catches up, Sigun is just about to round the corner up here.
Oops. No, I don't want to move the cobalt. Right. And yeah, Frimlin will Frimlin his way up as well, sort of leaping over kobolds to get there.
On the way, as you look around, you notice that Dornar has vanished. And just as you catch up with Karma, you see him again up on the roof.
Excellent.
Crouching down and watching you.
Wait.
Don't.
Don't what? We're friends here.
He doesn't. He doesn't want me to. No. Leave me alone.
We can't do that, lad. You're under the influence of something unnatural.
He hurts my head.
How?
He's in my mind.
Right.
And as Sigan looks up, you see both his eyes are completely blackened over.
Well, we... Go ahead.
Danor just... That's something I haven't seen before. That's frightening.
Well, we don't want to cause any pain, but, He's very unsure of how to, what to do here. He really doesn't want to have this kid's, head explode, basically.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and he's sort of racking his brain here, just,
Let's see... Yeah. As you're floundering a bit about what to do, Suddenly Sigyn stands up straight, looking straight at you. His black eyes fixes you, Frimlin, with a solid stare, and a darker voice comes through the boy's mouth. I would rather see that you do not interfere.
Right. And who are we talking to now, sir?
My name is not important.
We think name's very important. I'm Frimlin.
A jester would push this boy to this extent. Donor looks down. Well, he's not alone. You're forgetting the lizard and me.
I'd push the boy to help him.
Well, I do believe that the best help for the boy for this effort is for you to leave and let me continue my mission.
To leave and let you torture everybody with nightmares and insomnia.
Is it really torture if something glorious comes out of it?
It's still torture. What is this glorious thing?
Did you know that a mind on the verge of collapse can produce the most glorious of images?
Why would you do this, though?
Let's just say that my interests align with that of far stronger minds than these mortals.
Right. I think... Sorry, my cat is screaming. We think that, Tracks! Shush! I'm not sure if you can hear him screaming
No.
out there. Okay.
I can't hear him.
It's just constant roaring. It's very loud.
Did he lock himself out
distracting.
again?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll get him after the stream. Just... We, don't suppose you could be, you're the kind of entity that can be reasoned with.
I can be very reasonable. You just have to give me something more valuable than this boy.
And the rest of these people that you're influencing?
You know what? You find me something I want. Something valuable. And I'll consider leaving. You know, I don't think I've ever met someone who looks like you. And using using Sigund's arm, this entity reaches out to touch Frimlin's face. His movements are jerky and whoever is doing it isn't used to having this kind of control over a physical body.
Right.
Frimlin will allow him to touch.
Huh. Your scale, no skin. I thought it would be damp. It looks
No,
shiny.
it's quite soft.
Yes. And dry.
Yes. I'm not a salamander. I'm a gecko. The salamanders live further in the swamp. Houses.
I have not been in a swamp for centuries.
What are you?
I am from a world far removed from this one.
What's your design on this world?
I crave in the worlds created by mortal minds to move from one to the other. Where my kind resides is the world of dreams.
Right, so why are you causing mischief? You could create something beautiful without causing pain. You could be an artist, a true artist. You could bring beautiful images to these people. You could inspire them.
Like I said, a mind on the verge of collapse creates the most beautiful images.
But it's cruel.
Sacrifices have to be made for art.
Yes, but art should never be a cause of misery. Art should be something enjoyed by those who see it, not causing. It should not cause undue misery and pain to those around. If that's the case, then it's the crazed scribblings of madmen and not true art.
You can see Segan's face just scrunching up in anger, and he goes from touching your skin to grabbing at your throat. What would you know of art?
I am a bard.
You are a
My
fool,
life is art.
dressed in a jester's costume.
And you are a tyrant wearing the sad form of an innocent boy. Come face me as you are and leave this boy alone.
You'd fight me in your
I'd fight-
mind?
I'd fight anyone that causes misery, and I invite it.
Give me a wisdom save.
It's an 11.
Oh no.
One moment. One moment.
Yeah, did you take lucky? Or did you take any...
I took an ASI, but I've got
Okay.
inspiration.
Ah, yes,
So I'm
yes.
going to burn
Oh,
my inspiration.
you also have a hero point.
I'm saving that for a death save.
Okay, yes.
That's a 20.
Yes. As he says that part of you would fight me in your mind, you get this flood, this absolute tsunami of images and thoughts and memories just flooding through your head. You manage to shield them off as they threaten to overwhelm you. It's like you're standing in a torrential rain with an umbrella. So just all around you in your mind is just this absolute flood of images and memories and thoughts. Let's see. Since you saved, ow, you will only take. That's halved, so 2 psychic damage.
So as this happens, he feels it, and he almost feels himself overwhelmed.
Yeah.
As he takes a deep breath and allows it all to wash over him. Like he remembers his very first time going into a big city, and how he was almost overwhelmed by that, and how he had to not try and focus on everything all at once, but just let the sounds wash over him and pick bits out. And he does that.
Yep.
And as he does, he takes this deep breath, he takes the 2 damage, shakes it off, and he just looks at this entity and just says, well, that was pretty pathetic. And he wants to cast Vicious Mockery, but he doesn't want to hurt the boy.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if he, with that in his mind, can cast a psychic blast of Vicious Mockery at an entity inside a boy without hurting the boy, is the thing.
Well, technically it's not the boy's mind that you're connected to, so I'm gonna say that it won't hurt the boy.
So I would like a wisdom save from the entity.
That's a 12.
Okay, so he takes 1 damage, but he has a disadvantage on the next attack roll before the end of his next turn as well.
Yeah, let's go into combat. Ow, my back. And we're going to add. Now I actually have to use. What are you? Where are you?
Jesus, I wasn't expecting to combat.
Okay, so I'm going to add. Wait, can I do this without? I'm gonna add this guy. Nope. Nope. Okay. Apparently they have to actually be on the thing. So I'm gonna add this token here. No. Delete you. To keep track of Danor's hit points. Because.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to add. Where are you? This guy to keep track of the entity. Here we go. I can hide that token. That's not what I clicked on, but okay. I'm gonna hide that token. So those 2 are there just to keep track of their stuff.
Excellent.
And then we're gonna add karma to the tracker. There we go. And yeah, it's the entity out first.
Yep.
Because you retaliated, and what will he do? He'll step back and let go of the contact with you. Oh, yes, he's going to... and then he opens his mouth, and it's almost like more... oh, hello. Yeah, it's almost too wide. like he doesn't really have a. Yeah, that is a 3. It's almost like he's a snake opening his mouth too wide, and you hear this absolute blast of sound just rushing over you. And I need you to make another wisdom save as he casts Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, that's another 11. Shit.
So
I'm not going to use my hero point now. I'll save that for if I'm about to
Yeah.
die.
you needed a 13 to save for that.
Excellent.
Oof. That is 15 psychic damage.
Ouch.
And you need to use your reaction to move as far away as possible from the entity.
And there's only one way I can do that, which is down this way, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say that's however many feet it needs to be, which is 30.
Yeah, it says the creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground. But yeah, so you hear this absolute blast of sound just rushing you. And
Excellent.
then he looks around, not seeing any way out, because Karma and Dainor has him pinned against the wall. He steps back and draws a dagger from his belt and just gets down into a defensive position. Let's see, it is Frimlin, you're up.
Right. So Frimlin. Ooh, what is he going to do? Yeah. Frimlin is going to, he's hurt fairly badly, like he's got 8 hit points, but that's neither here nor there. He's going to, eye this entity. And he's going to go, well, that wasn't very funny, but perhaps this is. And, in one hand, he produces a tiny tart. In the other, a small feather, as he wafts the scent of the tart with the feather in the direction of the entity, casting Tasha's hideous laughter.
Nice. That's a wisdom save, right?
It is.
Oh, that's a nat one.
I'm assuming he has a intelligence above 4.
Yes, but that's the nat one.
So, yeah, he is now prone and giggling.
Yeah, you hear him just as he falls over. Dana looks at you, Frimlin, and then looks at the guy like, magic users are scary.
We know, but this
won't-
won't last for long.
Yeah, and he looks like,
About a minute.
you want this kid alive, right?
The kid, yes. We would rather not have the innocent lad perish.
Yeah. Go. Well, I could try and knock him out.
You could, but I think he might. I'm not sure if you hit them, the spell ends or not.
I think it does. Let me double check, because I think we had the same issue in Neversun Waves.
Oh, it can take a saving throw every time it takes damage.
Okay.
So, we think, how fast can you run?
pretty fast.
Do you think you could, grab the commander and have him here within a minute?
Easily.
Make it so?
Will do. And you see him just bolt off the roof down to the ground, doing that parkour move of rolling as soon as he hits the ground. Runs towards where are you? There you are. The main gate, and then returns with Rimichi in tow. Barely 40 seconds later. Both of them running at full speed.
Yeah. We've got about 20 seconds of this left. But, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a minute, because it's not charm person, it's hideous laughter. Yeah, we've got about 20 seconds of this left, so we have to be quick, but, the gentleman there, the young man, is possessed by some crazed entity. I've, managed to incapacitate it for the moment, but I'm not sure how to separate them.
Okay. Rimichi steps around. You start walking up to the laughing boy. Let me see. Go. What can you do? He grabs a rope. No, he grabs the belt that holds up his weapons, just undoes it, quickly rips off the what's that called? Eyelets that hold the weapons to the belt, dropping them onto the ground, and then quickly ties the boy's hands together with the belt.
Right. I suppose I could try to charm him in a moment. I'm not sure what that would do. If anything.
You said... wait. Rimichi turns around and... Why this boy?
I'm not entirely sure.
No, why... Is this... Is this the man who's been causing... You said that this was the man who caused trouble, right?
He said that he'd been possessed by an entity.
Okay. Well, anything we can do to help this man would work, but charming him could be difficult.
Good. We'd, warrant that I'd probably charm the boy and not the entity, and that's not what I want. He's been through enough.
There's also the natural resistance of anyone with fey blood.
Of course, there's that too. We hadn't considered that. As you can see, I'm at a bit of a loss. There's I don't want to hurt the lad.
Neither do I. He's a good young man. I do believe... For now, it seems that our best option is to take him to the infirmary. And if he's a threat, maybe chain him up for now. So he does not hurt himself or others.
Right.
Until we can figure out what to do next.
We'd, I guess that's, agreeable. though. I don't like to see the innocent chained. But
Neither do I, but
sometimes that's how it has to be. At least for a while, until we can figure out what to do.
indeed. And I'm sure that the boy Sigun Sigun would also appreciate any help.
Right. Shall we get Karma to move him?
Yes, I do. I think that would be the best.
Right.
Rimichi goes over and easily lifts the guy. The entity
Also,
is...
I think he's supposed to have been making saving throws at the end of each of his turns too. But whoops.
That's a 12, a fail, 2, well, 12, 7, and 2.
Yeah, no, he's fine. Itchy.
So, yeah, Rimichi goes over and, that's my rug, not a scratch thing. Looking over to Karma here. Do you mind if I place this man on your back?
Oh, he'll be fine.
Karma looks over to Frimlin.
You'll be fine.
Fine. Yeah, so places him on top of the Chameleon, and all of you make your way over to the infirmary. And we're gonna pop you back to that scene again.
Right.
There we go. Let's see if it works. Let's hope it works. And I need to add... Rimichi to the scene. Whoa, that is a... Oh, you're doing that dumb thing again. Come on.
Oh, he's a
There we
big
go.
boy.
Yeah. It's been doing a dumb thing again. And
He's a
then-
bruiser.
Really is, yes. And then I need to find the boys token, which is this one. And I need to adjust the token because why would it make sense? Hoisting the boy off of Karma, Rimichi takes him inside. Eyes are still black, like really eerily black.
Right.
In the
And by this time, I think Kitty's laughter will have worn off too.
yeah, it would have. So he's
Right.
quiet, like spooky quiet, staring at all of you. And
Right. Last chance to let the boy go.
no, I do not think I will. This is too much fun.
Your definition of fun and mine differ greatly.
So it would seem. And as Rimichi places the manacles on the boy, you see the eyes revert back to a pale blue. And all traces of the entity vanish from Sigun's face. And he is... What is happening?
You're a possessed boy. Some kind of crazed entity. But don't worry, lad. You're not in trouble, even though you're well bound right now. It's for your safety and the safety of others.
That was
God, I just inhaled a cat hair. That was the lad, right?
Yes, it's the lad.
Yeah, I thought so. I heard that. My brain shut off for 2 seconds.
Okay, I don't want to be in trouble. I just wanted to help with...
You're not in trouble, lad. I promise.
Okay. Well, I'll help when I can, or with what I can. I promise.
Right. Do you know what happened? Do you remember anything from before we were talking to you? And then you said he was hurt in your head, and then you ran off.
It really hurts when he takes over. It hurt.
How long has this been happening?
Since the dragon attacked last time. No,
Right.
before that. It was the blue one, not the red one. When the blue one
The
attacked,
blue one?
I was taking food up to the guards on the wall. And the blue one came and everything just went dark.
Right. Wait here a minute, and not to go anywhere, but that goes without saying, I guess. We think we know someone who, or someone's who are somewhat acquainted with that blue dragon. Perhaps they can shed some light on the situation. Perhaps there's someone working for them, working together with her, that's that they know about that could do this.
Oh.
Well, yes. One
Oh.
moment. And yeah, just poking his head out, he's just going to call for David and the kobolds.
Yes.
The other kobolds.
Hello, Sir the Father. Welcome on in, and thank you so
Hello.
much for joining us. Oh, hello. Thank you for thank you for that as well. So much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. I don't know why it's making
That's
sound
it.
and not popping up, but you know what. Let me see. Kobold. And we're gonna get the David. Here, David. We're gonna do a... You called for me?
We did. You remember your former mistress? The,
Yes.
Mernbell?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was her name?
Yeah, Mevron Bell was the name of the...
Mevernbell.
Huh?
Yeah, Mevernbell.
Yes?
Did she
She's-
have a friend that, was, somewhat, invasive into dreams and consciousness?
Yes.
What do you know about it?
Well, there was... If someone was really, really bad, she would
Alright.
call for this thing, and your mind would be gone. And well, I didn't see it myself but I heard stories.
Alright. And,
She's not here, is she?
no, she's not
Okay,
here.
okay.
It may be, but you're not. But she's not.
Okay. Well, there was just... They talked about the Scorpion Man, but I don't think it was a scorpion. That's not his voice. Sorry. I'm trying to find
You're fine.
David's voice again. Oh, they talked about a... oh, here we are. I think this was David's voice. Well, they talked about a Scorpion Man, but he's not a scorpion. And, no, wait. More nasally. But they didn't really think that he was a... There we go. He wasn't a nice person, or if you can call him a person. They said he was from the dreamlands, from the mists.
Right. Scorpion man from the mists. How does one
Huh?
what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a word. ADHD. Terrible. How does one send him back there and out of here?
Oh, um, mm, hmm, I don't know.
Right.
Well, maybe, maybe. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Thinking on it. No, you're fine. You've confirmed one thing, and that's excellent. You've done well.
Hmm.
Let me think. Whew. Well. I think what we need to do is find a way to blast the bastard out of the boy.
Maybe. Donna looks up at the overhang over your heads, and I could see if there are any records here in the camp, or if the good doctor has anything on it.
Right.
I won't promise anything, but it can't hurt.
I don't know.
And may perhaps our blue friend here can ask his friends if they know anything.
Of course.
Yeah, if I can help, I'll help.
Absolutely. Would you ask the others if they know anything?
Yes, I will. You want me to do it now?
The sooner the better.
Okay. David runs off on his short little cobbled legs. Cat,
So cute.
that's my rug, not a scratch pole.
Doctor?
You guys are outside.
Oh, we're still outside. Right. I think he's sort of calling from there, though.
Yeah.
Doctor? Doctor?
Oh. So that
Oi.
was what the noise was. Yes. How can I
Sorry. Well, what do you know of possessions?
it's been decades since I had to deal with any form of possession.
The young lad. Well, there's an entity from the dream world. Scorpion man has possessed him. More like a centipede man, I believe.
Oh,
But
wait.
anyway.
I might have something on that. Give me a moment.
Right.
Yes, I
But,
do. Because that's a nat 20, so she does.
Excellent.
Yes, yeah. Give me a moment. And she all but runs into her office and starts digging through a chest. And you hear rummaging, and then, aha! Knew it! And she comes back with a rather small leather-bound book and gives it to Frimlin. Here, this is the diary of a explorer, I think, who went to Nethea's realm and documented what they could find. Can't.
Right.
I do believe, and then she starts flipping through it, and yes, here we go. The Dreaming Dark, yes. Here.
And yeah, he'll open it up and have a read.
Yeah. It basically says that there are spirits that can possess the living. And yes, everyone who's read the Eberron settings knows about the quarry. These are my homebrew version of it. They are called nightmares, or mara in Swedish. They possess normally they possess the sleeping, but elves cannot sleep. So anyone with where their mind is connected to any form or any area of the dream world can be possessed by one of these spirits. Normally they would have to get consent from the host, but they can also force their way in if they have an anchor.
And what would this anchor be?
According to the book, it's normally a totem of some sort. A totem, a fetish, or a statue, or something that represents the entity.
Would it need to be nearby?
Relatively nearby.
Have we seen anything like that?
Not in the camp, no.
How about outside of it where the boy was?
You haven't been there yet, but I
I know.
guess...
That's what Frimlin is thinking.
Yeah. It's a logical conclusion that it might be there, but we're gonna have to explore that next time.